Got to go haymaking, haven't we? Have you seen that? That's all affected by one hurricane, the weather.
Alright.
If this hurricane, right, they think it's out in the Atlantic at the minute, and they think it's going to go up north, and with that it'll take the jet stream and it'll give us high pressure. But they said if it takes a slightly different route, that could change like that.
Yeah.
And you could be under, you know, bloody thunderstorms again. They are saying we got showers today and showers tomorrow, and they are predicting all depends where this blimmin' hurricane's going. Out in the Atlantic. I can't remember the name of the hurricane. It's got a name. This thing has not been blown out for a little while. It's going to get hectic. It's got a button in there that reverses the fan, so it shouldn't be too bad. I've been reversing the fan plenty. The newer ones, the fans reverse on their own, but this one you got to do it manually. But it doesn't matter. We're going to get it blown off. We've got some silage to go and sort out over at Graham and Martin's. We've got to get that stacked up. And if the weather's coming good, it looks like the mowers are going to be going on. It's going to get a bit crazy again. Young Dave, he comes in after his day of work, and he comes in and finds a little job to do. And him and the farmer last night, while we were wrapping over at Graham and Martin's, they went and picked the last of these hay bales that have been stood in the field. They've been stood in the field probably 2-3 weeks, I'd have thought. Which hasn't done them any harm. You know, they go brown on the outside and they look weathered, but the insides are all green and perfect. And we actually, these are some we bought in early on, and farmers been up top and they have started sweating and heating up. So the most likely scenario for these, they're going to be turfed out and they're going to be cow hay now, which is a real shame. Just haven't had the weather to get them real good this year. So just trying to put these up top. This old teleport, you got to be careful with the roof opening the grab. You got to get the spikes at the bottom. But it looks like we're going to be haymaking again next week. Just prodding these just to see what they are. They're 12% moisture. Oh, 11.8. That's all right. That's fine. The ones we brought in before, I think they were 30%, which is why they've heated up. You would have seen it. 13%. And the higher the moisture goes up, the higher the temperature goes up. Look. But 50's all right. As long as you can't feel any warmth on that probe. Between 11 and 12, look. You won't need that coat. You'll make it rain.
I just changed it. I was sat on the other one. I just changed it because I said it looks like it's going to rain.
Are these spare trousers, are they?
Yeah, these are what I was put on if I got to. I'm just sniffing a few briars round gateways.
Have you?
They keep wiping round your ears.
Oh, right.
That's good, are they, round your ears?
You want one of them gaiters with a roof on?
There's a dog road just right outside the gate there in the bushes.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, that's very good.
We just moved our spears. We've had them in at the back. They've been in there 3 days. So now we've just moved them. Farmer's give me a hand. Although I did 3 and he did 1. We're just gonna check them. Warm, And you can feel it under your feet. Warmer than they were at the back, so they wanted to be moved. And they'll be in here now for, they're not like bad or anything like that, I wouldn't say they're, but that's warm there, you can feel it on your hand, it's warm. So they wanted to be in again. They will spend another couple of days in there. I can feel it under my foot. It will suck all that out, all the cold air will come in, and it just cools it down. It wants to sit in here at about 10 degrees. We'll probe it in the winter to make sure it's all where it wants to be. And I think Farm said they're coming for some more next week. Our pile of oats is soon shrinking. I imagine that's what we're keeping for ourselves. And yeah, I should have told you this. This all went for milling. This was these are those oats we planted early. We were worried because the spring was ever so wet, but I think we were right in the end because the weight of them is there, and the millers are really happy with it. They wanted it all, so yeah. I don't know what's there. 2 more load, 3 more load. I would have thought probably. They're going to take it all anyway, and we'll just leave ourselves enough to give the cattle. But result that was in the end. Yeah, we didn't know, at the time we didn't know if we were right going early or not, but turns out it looks like we might have been. I think Farmer said they didn't do too much to them either. I think doing little to them was the key. So we're back over at the silage fields. It is going to be a bit damp today, but we're not too fussed. As long as we don't start making a mess in the fields, we'll be all right. We're going to try and get these off the field if we can today. There's 280. I think we finished 282 was the end total. Farmer's going to stack them up. We'll load them on trailers, and I think we got Barry, who came and helped us with the combining. He's going to come and run a trailer, so we haven't got to use teleporters to lug them about. He'll make some nice grass for the cows. Started off a bit damp yesterday, so some of them will be a bit juicy, but by the mid part of the day there, it was all going a bit, it was beautiful stuff in the end. But you have to start somewhere, it's all right waiting an hour, it's all right waiting 2 hours, but you're adding those hours onto the end of the day, and the juice starts coming back down. You're better off. So the first couple will be heavy. There'll be 50 that are heavy, and then the rest will be plenty good. They'll all store up here anyway. We'll come and get them on a day we need them. I think by the end of this year we'll have about 2 years worth of grub, but that won't matter. We'll hopefully it'll be a bit better year for weather next year, so we'll make a little bit less silage and a little bit more hay. What have we got here then? Huh, that looks like something either off our mowers. It's the wrong colour green for the tedder, I think. Farmer will know. We'll see what he thinks. That's off one of our machines. I reckon that's off the mowers. That's heavy, man. See what Farmer thinks of this part. I bet he knows what it's off, and I bet you he knows where it's off as well. I've got a feeling it might be off the wrapper, come to think of it. These bales are fragile, man. I've ripped a couple. He ain't gonna be too impressed. Let's see if he knows. Come on then. What have I got?
What's up then?
I don't know. That's what I was going to ask you. It's off something. I think it might be off that wrapper, isn't it? Wrapper or mower, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's got a thread one end.
Yeah.
And
Don't know, Matt.
no, I don't know either. That's what 280 bales looks like.
If you're an old Barry bugger off, call him
Yeah.
Blakes, chuck a load of straw on, take home.
Yeah, me and Barry are just on our way home, but we're passing one of the straw fields, so it makes sense to take a load of straw with us. We've got to pick them up anyway. You would normally do them 2 at a time, but we will just get Barry loaded so he can go, and we'll load ourselves. And I think there's a lorry waiting back at the farm for the farmer, so he might might have a he might have to shoot back with his trailer, so he might not be able to load himself. Bit slow one at a time, but we'll get the job done. Keithy's back with the disc aerator. The disc aerator is now coming off and the mowers are going on. So I think he's going to have Colin help as well. We're going to mow, well, we're going to go crazy. We're just going to get a big chunk done. But the cultivations will stop for a week now and we will concentrate on haymaking, and then we'll get back to cultivations shortly after. Me and Farm have just done a hay delivery, and we had to go to KFS. Yeah, real nice people up at that place. I don't know, just feels like a real friendly family outfit out there. But they were trying to give me a Case tractor to try, but we don't want to waste their time. I'd love to show you it, but we don't want to waste their time. But speaking about tractors, they Keithy had just come back, took the disc aerator off, put the mowers on, and then we had a phone call saying hey, we've got a 7S tractor coming for you. They're going to take that other tractor back. Oh, Keithy was fuming and just filled the tractor up as well with fuel. But apparently this one's got a GPS receiver on it, so it'll be a little bit more a little bit better. So I'll get to show you that a little bit later on, but we're going to go and move some straw for the last job of the night, and then weather's supposed to be picking up. So Keithy's gone mowing, Colin's gone mowing, and we're going to get a lot, well, it's going to be mad for the next week. We're going to just yeah, do whatever we can do in the time that we got. It's you know, it's your last real effort at going. It's going to be it's not going to be easy. It's going to take a bit of making, because dews early and late are more prominent, so the haymaking time decreases in the day. So, but we'll see how we get on. We're going to go and pick up some straw. Dave's coming, Jordan's coming. First bit of excitement. This is a wheel guard for the back of the trailer. We're lucky not to lose it on the road, actually. Just rotted off. We'll go back to the farm, we'll do something with it. Young Jordan and Dave are on their way. We'll get them loaded, and then tomorrow we're hoping to have a big day, move some straw back while Keithy and Colin are mowing, and yeah, get some straw home while before we start tedding. And then we're going to have a big we'll have a big day tedding then, because there's going to be, I think they're mowing the lot, so we're just going to get done up whatever we can in the week we got. Young David has arrived. He will swap his trailer, he'll pick the full one up, I'll load the empty one, and then he'll be back for another. Hello David, you okay? Got a haircut? Huh? Yeah, the part for that is if you look at the front of the trailer, just tell Ag and he'll put it to the side. We'll weld it up another day. How was work? Yeah, right, it's a weekend now. Time to get back to work. Sun's coming out. Come on, Dave. I've loaded you and strapped you, see? Aren't I nice? You're welcome. I wouldn't put a strap on the top one, but I did for you because I thought you would. So, all right? Yeah. You'll be all right, yeah? I think we're only going to do a couple of loads, see how we get on.
All the trailers back at the yard now.
If you take that down to the stack, you should have an empty one for you. He's down there unloading some. All right?
Yeah.
Good man. Thank you very much. Young Dave there's good lad. Goes to work all day and then comes and helps us in the evening. But it's really handy. Should have another driver in here in a minute. Jordan should be here as well. We don't load our trailers right up. We just don't. We don't need to. We're not that far from the yard. All the green on the field here are the volunteers. Basically all the seed that the combine has spat out the back, or the seed that has dropped onto the floor out of the plant, that is all the green. These are going to be fallow next year, so once this straw's off we won't be able to touch this until I believe May time, until we can spray it. I think they did all right. These were the worst of the fields because there's a river at the top end and a river at the bottom end, and they did get wet. But where it was good, I think farmer said it was 4 tonne to the acre. It wouldn't have averaged that over the whole field, but the wheat overall was okay. Dave will take that one home, the farmer will unload it, Dave will swap onto an empty trailer, come back up, and I'll have another load ready for him. And we will go until it starts to get dark. I'd have thought we ain't rushing about, there's no need. But while we got a bit of time to kill, waiting for the hay, if you're without a trailer, you don't just sit on your bum, you get round the bales and you start twoing them up, which means you put one beside the other. That puts them in twos, that makes for loading easier another day. You don't want to stack them in twos if they're going to be left for a long time, because the rain runs off them. They can be laid out. They can be laid out for, it doesn't matter, once they're in a round bale they're pretty protected. Jordan, where have you been?
What?
Where have you been?
Traffic.
Oh yeah, like I meant to believe that. You right?
Yeah.
Good man. I've got a bit of straw. You got her plugging it in? Got her plugging it in? I'll ask if she knows what she's doing. Don't go there. Hey, I lost the cap for this, and what the cap does is it holds it on.
I know. This goes
So,
down here.
yeah, that's it. And if it comes out, it doesn't fly away.
I know.
All right?
Yeah.
You okay?
This one.
Where have you been?
Been at work. Heads for trainers.
Oh, you got new sneaks, huh?
I always get
Staff discount.
40% off.
Do I get discount?
If I give you it.
That's a no then.
Depends if it's your birthday or not.
All right. What about Jordan? Does he get discount?
Me.
That's fair. I suppose that's fair. Oh, it's 7:30. Sun's just coming down. We didn't have too many of these, have we? Hopefully we get some nice ones next week. Is that rain? It's raining. Look at this cloud now. That's just dumping a little bit of water down. That won't hurt nothing. Yeah, young David's coming to pick this up, this last load. He's going to come pick this one up, and tomorrow young David's coming, young Robert, who came and helped us with the muck spreading, he's coming, and Jordan's going to be coming later on as well. So we'll run 3 trailers, and you soon move some straw like that, so we're going to do a good day tomorrow. This weather, this cloud is funny. There's a fair bit to go at as well. We might make a dent in it tomorrow. I'll show you the field tomorrow, but yeah, young Dave will bring a trailer back with him, I'm sure, and then tomorrow we'll get back on it. But next week weather's looking good, so we're going to be haymaking. We'll finish the video up tomorrow. We'll see how many we can move tomorrow. We'll count them up or something. See how many loads we can do. But look at this rain. Oh, the weather this year. How mad. Did I just see lightning? I hope not. Right, it's the next day. We're on straw duty today. We're going to try and get a bit moved. Got the young lads in today. It's the weekend. So we got young Jordan, he hasn't arrived yet. We got young Dave and we got young Robert who came and helped with the muck spreading. So 3 of them on the road. If you have any more on the road, you just start running into each other in awkward places, and it's a little bit annoying. So, but with 3 on the road and 2 loaders each end, you can start moving some bales. So we ain't overloading the trailers. Everyone says to me you can get more on. Yes, you can, exactly that. You can get more on, but we're not. We just don't. It's how we run them, nice and easy for everyone. The boys sling a strap round the back, one over the top round the back. They're good to go. It's nice, quick and easy for them. Not too much weight on the fields. The boys will be sticking to the tram lines wherever they can. You can't always be on a tram line. But they will put the trailers on a tram line, we load them on tram lines, we just, you know, we use the tram lines and headlands. That's what the grass headlands are there for as well. Keep all the weight off as much as we can. Yes, you got the teleporter on the field, but that is all we really want running around on the field. But we need the straw, so it's one of those. This field in particular, we've moved now. We were over the motorway last night. But look at the green coming up in this field. We only harvested this, what, 2 to 3 weeks ago, and this is one of the set-aside fields. And can you imagine the mess that's going to be there come May next year? That is going to be an awful god mess. You are not allowed to spray it off. You're not allowed to touch it now until end of May next year, I think it is. And all those weeds would have seeded themselves, and I can't believe that's the way the government want it all. But that is the way they want it, so unfortunately we will have to deal with the mess afterwards. All the rain has brought on the weeds, you see, the wet summer. I think Keithy is out on the mowers again today, so Keithy will be mowing another chunk down. I don't know if Cole's going with him. I imagine they'll be just knocking down the last of the hay fields. Set to be a warm week. We are going to be making whatever we can in whatever bales we can get hold of. We need some 4-stringers quite desperately, so we are hoping to get a 4-stringer here. If there's no trailers here and I'm waiting for trailers, I go around the bales and I put them in 2s. I haven't got my magnet, so I can't set a time lapse up for you because I didn't go to the farm this morning. Young Robert's back. We should have a young Jordan here as well in a little while. Whoa, 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 man. Yeah, I've just... Oh my god. Couldn't have put that on more awkwardly if I tried.
Where's that switch thing for the aircon on the side on that thing?
What's the problem?
Well, I didn't know whether it's supposed to be colder, that's all.
Colder?
Yeah.
Let's have a little look. Might have...
This is the same as the other one.
this might not have a switch on it. A tap on it, if you know what I mean. Feels pretty warm in here though, doesn't it? Come on, dog.
Yeah.
No, up here, let Rob. See this one?
Yeah.
Don't have it more than that. That's max. If you have it wound round, it freezes up here.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah, we have it on the 5R because you got a...
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, mate?
Alright.
That'll keep you, that should keep you cold. Just make sure the other one's on cold. The other one on cold?
Yeah.
Yeah. and then you got your fan speed on the other side.
Yeah.
All right, mate?
Yeah. Cheers.
Sweet, no worries. Right, we have a young Jordan here as well to join in the fun. We're just toing some up while the boys are on the way back, but yeah, this one's going to take I don't know how many will be out there. 300, 400, something like that, I don't know. Maybe more than that, maybe 500. It's going to take more than today to clear it, I imagine. Young Dave's gone to tedding. Keithy and Colin have been mowing for a day now, so that's 3 mowers gone. And there'll be a bit to catch up on, so they're going to run the 2 tedders, catch up with the mowers, and that'll give us a day's hay making ahead of everything else. So Dave's come off for trailers, he's going to go and do some tedding, and young Jordan and Robert there, they're running the loads. I think they're just stopped for a cup of tea, why not? We've got this field here, we've got there's some out in this field I can see, and then there's a field at the back there that always floods. We want to get that one off as well. You know, the weather's looking good, so we ain't really got to worry about it too much. But after that, all of these are all over winter stubbles, so that'll be it. Everything that's green will grow. That will come into wheat again. It will actually start producing a head next year. We saw it this year. It'll start producing a head and it'll get sprayed off before it can go to seed. From there on after, half the farm will be wheat, half will be over winter stubbles. That's the way it will be. It'll be interesting to see what sort of kill we've had on the stuff we've already done over the other way, because we've already had 2 fields over there and over winter stubbles already, so we'll have it'll be a good comparison. This is where we stood actually early on in the year when we were flying the drone. You would have seen all the wet fields over the back there, and there was wet fields across here. Got the cows, the store cattle in the background there. They'll be coming in the next they've got another month out there. Where are we? September. Yeah, 1st of October they'll be coming in, and what happens is the nights start getting colder, and they instead of putting their energy into growing, they actually put their energy into keeping warm, and they go backwards in terms of weight. They can actually start losing a bit of weight. They'd be fine, you know, they would be fine, but we obviously want them to keep growing. So they will come in, and then yeah, and then soon the year's gone by again. It's been a strange season this season, but we're flat out. We're going to be flat out for the next week, so we'll come back later on where we'll see how much of a hole we've made in this field. But yeah, I won't bore you to tears with straw. It's not that much entertainment in picking up straw, I'm afraid. This is our new Manitou, this one. We put about, well, we haven't put about, we put 390 hours on it now, and there's been a couple of things that have just sort of annoyed us. And one of the things was this dead stick. Look at me moving the stick, look. Doesn't move, and I could not figure out what that was. But I've just figured it out. There's a little sensor right on the back of the thing here. I don't know if you can see it. Right next to that yellow button here, there's a sensor. If you watch this, it's a bit dusty in here, mind. But the little icon, I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh no, I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a little icon saying the joystick's disabled, but as soon as you put your finger on the sensor, you can move it again. But if you take your hand off the if you take your hand away from the sensor for a few seconds, it'll come up in a second, and there you go, look, and now it's dead again, look. We couldn't figure that out. We did not know what that was. As soon as you put your finger on the sensor, up she goes. I can't believe it took so long to figure that out. But apart from that, the power wise, she's freed up a bit. She's got better with power. She'll do 27 on the road all day long with the trailer on. Yeah, she's got more than enough poke. We're actually going to have a look at our other one, because our other one's down on power, and we suspect maybe a boost pipe or something like that. I can hear it hissing out the side of the engine. I reckon it's a boost pipe. But we're going to have a little bit more, a little look into that. But this thing's been brilliant. I can't wait to tell the old boys. None of us could figure that out. It would just come back to life, but it's because you put your hand where it should be. Basically, it's trying to detect whether you're, you know, whether your hand's on the joystick or not. But it's just another safety feature. I don't know, do they need to be there? The other one annoying thing on here, you've got 3 options for handbrake. You've got one down here, they turn this handbrake back into the old style handbrake, on or off. Brilliant, that's all it wanted. But now they've added this automatic handbrake or a manual handbrake on a button up here, look. So you can have either. There's just too many options. Keithy uses it in automatic mode. Me and Farmer use it in manual mode, just because I want to know whether it's on or, you know, I want to choose what it's doing. Every time you go, if you're in auto mode, every time you go to neutral, it puts the handbrake on, and it's really annoying. But Keithy gets on with it. But I just think they should have one handbrake down there, that one. It's so very simple. Hook it up to an electric button if you want it. It can still be electric handbrake. Just don't give us so many options. I just don't see the need for it. I don't know. On the field, I just turn it off. But the second you get off the seat, it turns it off. But the old Manitous, we would never ever use the handbrake in the field, because as soon as you go to neutral, teleporter goes, and it won't go nowhere unless you're on a real, you know, unless you are on a hill or something like that. But in the fields, we never ever use the handbrakes, and yeah, I get the safety bit of it all, but you know, it's really annoying. Every time you get out the Manitou, you think you're going to go again, and it won't go. I don't understand why you got. Watch this, like, put that in there. If you go to neutral, let's say, oh, I've forgotten to turn the handbrake off, so we go to forward, then it says release the brake, and then try and go forward. Now you've got to go back to neutral, then back to forward. It's just really annoying. Just let us turn the handbrake off and go. Like, I don't know. It's just a little bit annoying, the handbrake. It's not a bad thing by any means. It's not a bad thing, but it's just quite annoying. The old style was the best, wasn't it? I don't know. But I suppose they got to keep adding safety things. Otherwise, I don't know where it goes with that. Sometimes we can go, I feel like we're going too far with the old safety. Stuff that is, you know, just common sense. I sometimes feel like we do go too far with it, but who am I to say? If it saves one person's life, then it's got to be a good thing, hasn't it? Right, it's the end of the day, end of the video. Got a nice sunset. Sun's just going down behind the clouds there. Wow, we've made a dent in this field, that's for sure, but there's still plenty to go. I think there's, I don't know what we've done. We've had a good day of it, to be fair, but yeah. Robert's just taken the last one home. Just got to put some straps on, I'll give him a hand quick. I don't know whether we're going at it again tomorrow or if we're going on the hay tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see what tomorrow brings. I'll start a new video tomorrow and we'll have a look. Thanks very much for watching. It wasn't really a fascinating video, this one, I don't think. I can't remember what I got recorded and what I haven't. We'll be back on the hay next week, so next video we'll be back on the hay. So I think we're going to have big balers in, small balers and round balers and all sorts going on. So we've got about 300 or 400 acres to clear up in the next week, I think. But it's looking good for the next 10 days, so I'm going to give Robert a hand anyway. Thanks very much for watching. We will catch you next time. Make sure you like and subscribe. It's time for bed.